Welcome back to Native American Mysteries, where we uncover the stories that history books often leave behind. Today, we're diving into one of the greatest unsolved questions of early America. What happened to Metacom's belt? When Metacom, known to the English as King Philip, became sachem of the Wampanoag after his father Massasoit's death, the balance of power in New England began to shift. Massasoit had worked to keep peace with the colonists. But by the 1670s, English settlements were spreading, land was being seized, and Wampanoag sovereignty was under constant attack. Courts in Plymouth demanded submission. Colonists pushed harder each year. The peace that Massasoit had once held together was gone. In 1675, war erupted. King Philip's War would become one of the bloodiest conflicts in early America. Both native and colonial communities suffered devastating losses. Through this war, Metacom carried something extraordinary: his wampum belt. Metacom's belt, described as long and elaborately designed with figures and animals, carried his leadership and his people's identity into battle. Wampum belts were woven with shell beads, often in purple and white. Wampum belts told stories through patterns and symbols. For native nations, they weren't just ornaments. They were living records of treaties, alliances, and authority. But by August of 1676, Metacom had been killed near Mount Hope in Rhode Island. His death marked the symbolic end of the war. His body was mutilated, his head displayed on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts by colonial soldiers for 25 years. His wife and young son were captured and sold into slavery to Bermuda. His people scattered, enslaved, or forced into submission. And the belt, taken. Some records say it was sent to the governor of Plymouth colony. Others claim it was shipped across the ocean to England as a war trophy. After that, it disappears. No one can say with certainty what became of King Philip's belt. Was it hidden away in a chest? Forgotten in a church basement? Was it destroyed so it could never again serve as a rallying symbol for resistance? Or could it still exist, mislabeled in some museum collection, waiting to be rediscovered? For the Wampanoag, the loss of the belt was more than theft. It was the loss of a sacred bond, a piece of sovereignty ripped away at the moment their world was shattered. 3 centuries later, the mystery remains. Where is Metacom's belt? Do you believe it still exists somewhere? Will this be another piece of native history erased from the books? Have a theory on what happened to the belt? Leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can follow along for more mysteries. For the Wampanoag, the loss of the belt was more than theft. It was the loss of a sacred bond, a piece of sovereignty ripped away at the moment their world was shattered. 3 centuries later, the mystery remains. Where is King Philip's belt? Do you believe it still exists somewhere? Or is it gone forever? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more Wampanoag history mysteries.